Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be on, can playing Animal Crossing New Horizons be used as a healthy coping skill? If you're new to our channel, welcome, happy to have you here. My name is Gabriel Arroyo and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist located in Southern California. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with our weekly videos on mental health related topics and helpful coping skills for you to use in your own everyday lives. A quick disclaimer on this video. Now, by no means is Soaring Families Counseling a video game channel. We're focusing on mental health related topics and coping skills for you to use in your own everyday lives. Now, today's video is about playing Animal Crossing as a coping skill. This is a question I've received a lot on, can video games be used as a coping skill? And more specifically, can Animal Crossing be played as a coping skill? And my answer is yes, absolutely. Why not? In a previous video that we did about coping skills to manage depression and anxiety, we talked about just doing things to make you feel better. That's what a coping skill is any activity that's going to make you feel better. Of course, there's a caveat of them being healthy activities and of course with healthy and safe moderation. And I think that that's the same with playing video games. Now for me, I'm a big video game player. I really enjoy video games and I utilize that as a coping skill for myself. So once again, it's all about moderation and making sure that you're doing all the things that we're supposed to be doing throughout the day and it's not derailing any day-to-day activities we should be doing. So now let's get into specifically how playing Animal Crossing can be used as a healthy coping skill. So I've heard about this game before and my fiance plays this game during the whole COVID-19 pandemic. We've been in quarantine, so she's been playing this game nonstop since it came out. And honestly, I never played it before. And I just really didn't get the point of it. I kept telling her, I was like, well, what are you doing? Like, what's the goal of the game? And she just said, nothing. Like, it's a collecting game. You just be in the moment and have fun. And so I was watching her play this game, and this is quite different than the games that I normally play. So I was watching her play this game, and I was like, wow, okay, she's really in the moment. And she kept telling me, this is how I practice my mindfulness. So I was watching her, and then we made me a character, and I started playing with her. So here's the 3 things on how playing Animal Crossing can be used as a healthy coping skill. The first, it's all about mindfulness. We talked about mindfulness in other videos. It's all about being present moment focused. And that's what mindfulness and Animal Crossing is all about. There's no race timed events and there's no battles, there's no violence. It's all about just being in the moment and doing the activities. So whether you're fishing, you're smashing rocks, you're planting trees, it's all about being mindful. And while you're collecting all the items that you're chasing after, you're just being in the moment and enjoying the moment. So that's number 1 of how Animal Crossing can be used as a coping skill. Number 2, the social interaction with Animal Crossing. Now, I know there's a big debate related to mental health of, is playing games a social interaction and connecting with people through video games social interaction? I think it is. And especially right now during the COVID-19 pandemic, we've been isolated in our house for 2 months and going on more. And so it's just been my fiance and I, and all we've been doing is playing video games. So this has been some social interaction and connection that we've been able to practice. So I count it as social interaction. We're engaging with people throughout the entire world. We're visiting a lot of islands and we're connecting with people, we're chatting with them, and essentially practicing mindfulness together. So I definitely think that there is a social component that this game brings for people. And then third is there is proven research that playing video games, especially helpful, peaceful, and positive video games like this, can decrease depression and anxiety. So that does come with a caveat. If you are experiencing depression and anxiety, by no means playing video games or playing Animal Crossing should be a substitute for professional services or help. If you're experiencing depression or anxiety, reach out to somebody, connect with somebody, and if professional if needed. There's going to be some links below, like psychologytoday.com and goodtherapy.org, to where you could find a therapist in your local area. So yes, my answer is playing Animal Crossing can be used as a healthy coping skill. So now let's go through our island. So during this time, our grinding, we've actually earned a 5-star island. And this is something that we've been doing together. So here's another bonus thing, that if you're playing with somebody, it's actually strengthen our relationship. We're communicating, we're playing together, we're doing a new activity together and just having fun as a coping skill that we could practice together. So now let's go through our island. All right, welcome to our 5-star island, Phantasmic. Do a quick tour for you. Let's go check it out. So it's a little bit of a Disney themed island, and these are all designs that my fiance did. So she gets all the credit for all the stuff that was designed in the island. I just do all the grinding of chopping trees and trading items with other islanders. So that way we could get all the bells that she needs to make all these cool, awesome designs. So you can't have a Disney themed island without, of course, the castle. So once again, these are all designs that my fiance did. So that's super cool. And let's go do a quick tour. So our first stop is going to be our museum. So here's our Grand Museum entrance, and it's still a work in progress. We're looking for one more item to put on that left side over there, but it's pretty cool so far. And then going up here is our library. And now here's one of the things where we had to really rely on that social component of the game. So using third-party apps and websites, we were visiting other people's islands, and that's how we got help connecting with other people to get the books to be able to make those bookshelves. It actually took us a long time, but we're really thankful for the community and being able to connect with other players to be able to get those books. And then headed down here, we have our beach. And then we have our little picnic area. And here's our campground. So when our visitors come, this is where they stay. Super cute. And all the way over here to the right side of our island, we have our concert area. And it's super cute when we see the villagers just kind of rocking out middle of the game, in the middle of nowhere. It's super awesome. Yesterday we seen somebody rocking out on the drums. It was great. And then over here we have our little cafe. So once again, it's all about mindfulness, just being in the moment and doing the task at hand. So there's a lot of time where my fiance and I, we're just hanging out like this. And once again, practicing the mindfulness, even in game, we're just sitting down, relaxing at the cafe. And below the cafe, we have our little neighborhood. So we grouped a lot of our villagers together. So we have about 6 houses over here in our neighborhood. And then we have the other villagers on the left side by the beach. So they have the prime real estate for their houses. And then up here, we have our houses. So here's my fiance's house with the mini. And then up here is my house. And now my house is still a work in progress. Hers is completely paid off. So we did a lot of work collecting all those bells to pay off every single loan with her house. Mine is still a work in progress. And over here is a little date area we created. So that way we can just, once again, be peaceful, mindful, and just enjoying the moment while we're relaxing on this bench. We have a few flowers over here. On the other side of her house, we have a full floral garden where she's planting all of her flowers. And once again, it's that mindfulness of just planting, watering, and then trying to create all the hybrids for all the flowers that are in the game. And over here is an area that she's super proud of. This mural that she made for Sleeping Beauty. It's pretty awesome. So if you kind of visit our island, just make sure not to touch this. If you know the story of Sleeping Beauty, that's not going to be good. And then over here, she's planted a bunch of pine trees. I guess something special happens during Christmas time with all these, so we're waiting for that. And yeah, I don't know what this is about, but it looks creepy. So I'm out of here. Let's head back down to the beach. And all the way over to the left side of our beach, we have a tiki bar. So if you're coming by, you're visiting our island, check out our tiki bar. And then over here is where we do our stargazing. Once again, it's just about that mindfulness, being in the moment with the task at hand, whatever it may be. And so here's a perfect time to show some of the mindfulness, just being in the moment, practicing the task at hand. So with fishing, right? This is a majority of our gameplay is we're just fishing, we're collecting things, and once again, it's just being in the moment. So it's innocent, fun exercises and activities that we're doing within the game versus other games that I'm used to playing where they're a little bit more time raced and aggressive games. So that's what I enjoy about this game, is just relaxing. And here's our fresh sushi area. And then once again, there's some more of our villagers' houses. Once again, they get prime real estate. So here's our favorite islanders' houses. So come by and say hi to them if you play Animal Crossing. And then here is our amusement park area. So we have a little playground, then we have some rides, and then our little concession area. And over here, while we were visiting a lot of different islands, we noticed that this is a big theme, is having a marketplace. So now when we open up our island for guests, we have a marketplace, so that way you could come and you could switch out some furniture that you're looking for and some clothing. We have some free fruit and DIYs. So if you're coming to visit, you get some free items. And over here is the last addition that we made, which is our gym area. And so if you know anything about Antonio, he loves to work out. So we made sure that we had a gym area for Antonio with a basketball hoop. So that is our 5-star island, Fantasmic. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give a like. And be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with our weekly videos on mental health related topics and coping skills for you to apply in your own everyday lives. Be sure to comment below on what's been helpful for you or what you utilize as a coping skill. If you're an Animal Crossing player, be sure to drop your island name. I'm always curious to learn people's island names. I think it's super fun. So drop a comment below and let us know. Thank you.